stable so far. There we go. All right. Oh, another Sunday stream. And not with any other reason other than for anybody that missed everything. Like, what, 15, 20 minutes before we were supposed to go live yesterday, my internet completely went down. So the whole area was in an outage. I got, like, literally, like, a few minutes before the stream, finally got an update from my ISP. I just got a text message saying, oh, we've had an outage in your area reported. We're working on it to figure out what's going on. I literally had one the day before as well. Thankfully, neither one lasted too long. But of course, it definitely well ran past our go time, because I don't think it came back until like 7 or something like that. I ended up just taking a nap and kind of doing that for the evening. But we're okay so far today, seemingly. Knock on wood. So hope everybody else is having a pretty solid weekend. I know yesterday we had already gotten some super chats before things kicked off, but since I rescheduled this stream rather than starting up a new one, they're still in the chat, so that works out quite well. So we'll just kind of start off from the beginning and see where we're at, man. What's up, DJ Sleet? I do not know if you're here right now, but hell, you can always go back and replay this. What's up, Omni? I went to this little event called Creek Fest. It's a whole Native American festival, and I got to throw hand axes, got on the second toss, and then went to a reenactment of a small tribal battle. That sounds really fun, actually. As you said, it was fun. I would love to do some axe throwing just in general. I really want to go onto those axe throwing bars. I'm not sure if we have any around here. I'm going to have to look into that, but I've always been wanting to do that. We got Scott Edwards, super chat from yesterday. Did I like the Marvels? Well, I'm not going to answer that question. I know you paid for it, but I'm not going to answer that question. You subscribe to the channel, so there's a whole video where I talk about the movie. I don't get the hate. Also, I'll be so mad if they move away from Kang as the big bad. Once you start a story, finish it. Are you excited for Skeleton Crew? I am looking forward to a Skeleton Crew. I would not say that I'm excited for Skeleton Crew. I've got a lot of that going on right now. There's very few things I'm excited for that immediately come to mind. But there's a lot of things that I'll watch. There's a lot of things that I will definitely check out. But like, there's nothing like I'm just like I need to see this right now. But yeah, I understand the hate. I'll say that much. I do understand some of it. I do think it is, like a lot of other things, also extremely over-hated. There's a lot of unwarranted hate in a lot of ways, but I'll just say I had a lot of problems with the film, but it did make me laugh. It did make me smile at times. It was all right. It was okay. And then we got another super chat from Scott. What did you think of the rumors that Jaleel White is playing Hondo in Skeleton Crew? I think it would be good. Hondo can help rescue Ahsoka and Sabine. I don't see any reason why a character like Hondo wouldn't be voiced by the voice actor. So, I mean, I'd be fine with it. I like him as a voice actor. You know, I grew up with him in a lot of different things. I'd be okay with that. I don't hear him as the voice, but I don't know. But I mean, he's an alien character. You could easily just have the original voice play him. So it's a little weird to me, but again, it's just a rumor. Nothing's in stone, so we'll just have to wait and find out. Yeah. Oops, those are my chats. All right, so I think that clears us up for yesterday when we tried to start. What's up, Ginger? Happy Sunday. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. I just had some Qdoba. Got my drinks lined up. We are ready to go. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it right now. Yesterday, pretty much all the same things I just said. Pretty good so far. What's up, O'Reilly Nation? I feel like Robbie and Miguel both need to win the final tournament. Also hope Hawk looks good this season, because last season he didn't after winning the tournament in season 4. I get what you're saying there. And yeah, it is a very conflicting situation, because we've been following Miguel's journey the entire time, he is kind of the avatar of all of these different worlds, it makes sense for him to be the winner. But then again, you're throwing Robbie in the mix, who has not won anything yet. He's lost all of his competition fights. So I would like something for Robbie, but I also don't want to take that from Miguel either, because I feel like Miguel, more than anybody, has also earned a lot of that. But I don't know how you go into this and have them both win unless... And they didn't do this because they entered as one dojo. They didn't enter separately, because if they entered separately, maybe they could end up in different categories. So I have no idea how they'll play it off. But man, I really don't know. We'll have to wait and find out. But I'm with you on all of that. What's up, Aaron? I just want to say you're one of the best reactors I've ever been blessed to follow. Oh, thank you, Aaron. I really, really appreciate that. That means so much to me. What's up, Sketch? And as always, your obligatory, it's Morbin time. What's up, Sheena? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good, relaxing Sunday. And we are not changing anything. My internet was out yesterday, so I didn't want to just cancel it outright. No, so I just, we have internet today, we'll do it today. Otherwise, it wasn't a planned thing. It just how things landed this weekend. But regularly, everything is still intended to be on Saturdays. Heard the Friends cast are reuniting for a Matthew Perry tribute. Should be nice. Oh my god, no, oh my god, that'll destroy me. But it is. They should. I like that idea. Dude, just reading some of the things that when they finally came out with their own thoughts and feelings on everything and their reflections, reading some of their posts did bring tears to my eyes, man. It was just really, one, heartwarming, and just, again, it just adds to that loss. But yeah, if they do put something out like that, man, it'll be emotional. It'll be emotional, man. Is Scott Pilgrim series what you were expecting? Not at all. But I am in love with what they are doing. So I am excited to see where this goes, because we are in wholly new territory. What's up, good vibes? Hope you're doing well. Doing pretty good today. What's up, Tharuka? How are you? Mercenaries here. I'm doing good. What's up, Reese? Very excited for Doctor Who next week. Just finished my new Who rewatch. Hell yeah. Dude, I'm so excited for this week. I still need to figure out the logistics on how to watch it, though. Just because I don't have cable now. So I'll have to figure out how to watch it online. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm excited. I did have a question, though. I didn't watch all of it or anything like that because I didn't know if it was included. That mini episode thing that came out with 14 and the Collards, is that meant to be part of one of these specials, or is this completely divorced from anything that is coming out? Like a fun little thingamabob? Because I was afraid to watch it because I didn't know if it was like a snippet from one of the upcoming episodes. Have I ever drank Kahlua? I don't believe so. I don't think so. The Invincible predictions, dude, I am for it. Other than the things I've mentioned in the videos about him fighting an evil version of himself, I got nothing. Let's see. I think this is the first I am joining a live stream this early. Well, hell yeah, man. Well, it's also late for you right now, too. So it's understandable. Watched Mission Impossible Fallout yesterday. I seen it years ago with no context of the franchise, but still liked it. But having seen it now after all the films, it's great. My fave so far. It is still my favorite. I really do feel like it's a culmination of everything, even though, aside from, there's ways they could have tightened up things around it to pay off some elements even stronger. But yeah, I still loved it. It's still my favorite, that's for sure. What's up, Renan? How's the cat doing? She is doing okay. She's still having her ups and downs. She's not eating too much, but I mean, she's she's doing what she's doing, man. And we just got to keep an eye on her and figure out when the time is going to be. Bringing back the Scott Pilgrim's actors is real fun and cool. I know, man. The fact that they got everybody they signed back on for this was stellar. I can't wait to see what they do with some of these other, and just giving them more time to shine than the little bits they got, you know. So it's going to be fun to see how they explore all of this. This was the first episode of Monarch Legacy Monsters. It was surprisingly good. I was really invested. Again, the only complaints I have really with the show right now is just these first 2 episodes. It's a lot of setup, and so the pace is very much booking it. So the editing and the pace of the episode was kind of, for me personally, a little breakneck. It didn't hurt the episode. It was a lot to keep on. I felt like I was missing certain things. But, yeah, I've had time to rewatch it in the edits and all that kind of stuff, so it didn't really, I'm following along right now. I'm really enjoying it from the first 2 episodes. I'm loving the mystery they're building out, and it's just fun. It's just fun. I'm having a good time with it. I'm going to go see the Iron Claw movie next month. And if you do, warning, you will cry because the story is heartbreaking. I don't know the real story, so I'm not familiar with the story. I'm not sure if it's going to play here or not. But I tend to try to watch most things that Zac Efron is in, so we'll see what happens. Let's see. All I know is that the guy he's playing liked the film. So that's good. You don't always run into that when you're making a film about somebody who, one, is alive or anything like that, and it plays well. You usually hear the opposite, so like, that was good. That was some good news. Refreshing news. Current ranking, Fallout 3, Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation 2, 1. All very good. All are, at the very least, good, though very consistent franchise as far as quality goes. I would argue, too, at least for me, is definitely the black sheep in the entire franchise. The one that feels the most unlike the rest of the series, but it still has its merits, to be fair. What's up, Michael? Is that right back to you, Michael? Hope all is well. All is very good, fellow Michael. How are you? Enjoying the weekend? Enjoying your Sunday? I hope it's nice and pretty and sunny out where you are. If it's not, if you're inside and having a cozy little day and relaxing. It's actually pretty nice out today, all things considered. It's been pretty the last couple days. I guess I shouldn't be surprised because Legacy of Monsters is directed by Matt Shakman, who directed WandaVision. See, I was trying to remember where I remembered that name from because he didn't direct the film. Either of the films, I don't believe. Because I know it was Garrett Edwards and then, yeah, Adam Wingard did the last one. Michael Dougherty, yeah. So yeah, I was like, when I knew that name came up, I was like, why do I remember that name? I couldn't quite place it. But yeah, he did a good job directing it so far. But I was surprised to see that name pop up, even if I couldn't remember exactly where it came from. Started watching you a few ago's after I saw you reacting to Cobra Kai. Keep up the good work. Hell yeah. Well, welcome. And I cannot wait for the final season. Cobra Kai has easily and quickly jumped into my top 10 shows of all time, and I cannot wait to see how they wrap it up. And I will be, I know a lot of people don't feel this way, but I will be upset, or at least disappointed, if they do not at least reference Julie Pierce. I still have yet to see Monarch. Any details you give away without spoiling? Is it good? I think it's really enjoyable. We got 10 episodes. Only 2 episodes are out currently, and weirdly enough, it premiered these episodes on a Friday, but the next episode comes out on a Sunday, or I'm sorry, on a Wednesday. So I guess, I don't know. That's a weird. This is the first show I've watched on Apple TV Plus that's been in real time. So I don't know if that's normal. Oddly enough, here it is. So let me double check that on here. November 24th is the next episode. See, this says Friday on here, but in the video it said new episodes on Wednesday. Unless that was for the advertisement, that might be it. Whatever, I don't know. We'll figure it out, but I'm excited for it. I like it. It is, don't expect a Godzilla show. It is a show very much about Monarch and this legacy that this organization and the people within it have had. Some of their, seems like there's a dark secret or a mystery at the core of it that we don't quite understand. I don't want to get into it or anything, but you know, it really is it's a great way of, honestly, the human story is actually interesting, and I'm loving what they're doing with it. And it's kind of building out the universe a little bit more and expanding upon the idea of Monarch itself. I don't know. I'm pretty invested in it right now. But it's not monster forward. There are monsters. But don't expect like monster fights or anything like that every episode. Definitely not that. So my Invincible comic memory is faded. The last thing I remember is Omni meeting Mark again, so when it happened last episode, I screamed. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, I was not expecting that this soon, though. I think it's just a small scene for children in need charity. I think it is a directly, okay, I got you. I think it's just a small scene for children in need charity. I think it was directly after the Jodie regeneration. Okay, so it's separate. Okay, so I could watch it. I don't know if I'm gonna react to it, because it's only like 5 minutes, and that'd be weird to chop up. I know I've done shorter stuff like that before, but I don't know, we'll see. What's up, sidekick? Hello, sexy beard. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't have a beard. Oh, sorry. Saludos. You did that on purpose, didn't you? Looking forward to watching Dead Reckoning next week. I hope it becomes my new favorite. I would love to see your ranking after the fact. I only see the mustache. I feel like they might switch up the couples in that 90s show season 2. Probably. They do tend to do stuff like that, and they definitely threw us for a loop there in that last episode. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some screeners this time for season 2. I wasn't able to get any for the first season, so it was a little bit of a struggle to get through for the channel, but I'm definitely excited for it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I might have an inside hookup for that, so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. But I really love the show. I'm very curious to see what they do with it. Isn't Doctor Who going to be on Disney Plus for the US? This new season going forward? Yes. But I don't know if it'll be live. That's a good point. You reminded me of that. I completely forgot about that element. I might just be able to watch on a Disney Plus. That would be so much easier. But when does it come up on Disney Plus is the question. Will it be midnight the next day, or will it be live, or what? How's that going to work? I don't know how that's going to work. Like the whole Scott Pilgrim show is just a fun surprise. I've still only seen the first 3 episodes so far, so no spoilers, please. Glad she's okay. I love when she appears in your videos from time to time. I do have to kind of keep her out sometimes because her nasal issues, they just clutter up the sound sometimes. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I didn't grow up with Friends because I'm only 18, but I love Friends, and another reunion of cast without Perry would crush me. Expect that. Expect that. Definitely some crushing stuff around the corner when they do get together again like that. What's up, Roanoa Zorro? Hey, I am loving your One Piece reactions. It's mainly about enjoying the show, and it's a lot of fun watching with you. Can't wait for the times when you learn more about the mysteries of the One Piece world. I'm excited for that too, because it's one of the things I'm most interested in is learning more about the functionalities of the world itself. And from what I've learned, some of the things I've been asking still have yet to be answered by some people who've thankfully been very spoiler-free in their comments and replies to some of my questions, which is great to see. Some people like to overshare at times, but I'm excited to see, I guess, along with a lot of people, eventually, what some of those answers might be. I also love the mini Doctor Who special. Seen a lot of love for it, man. I don't even see an upper lip, just mustache, like Omni-Man. No, stop it. My mustache also is not Omni-Man worthy. Have I seen the Thanksgiving horror film? I have not. I don't really have an interest in seeing it. I also don't have an interest in seeing this new Hunger Games movie. So this weekend is kind of like, I'm kind of okay just hanging out at the house right now. I'm not I'm just not too concerned with either. I'm a huge wrestling fan, so I am definitely watching Iron Claw, and yeah, it's a very heartbreaking story. I used to watch wrestling a lot when I was a kid, but I definitely kind of fell off along the way. My brother still really kind of enjoys it, though. Are there any Matthew Perry related movies that are your favorites? Dude, I love both The Whole 9 Yards and The Whole 10 Yards. Serving Sarah is also a really good, fun film with him in it. I love 17 again, because that's Matthew Perry and Zac Efron and Thomas Lennon. Lots of great little nuggets in that film, and it gets surprisingly powerful. It's a good. Those are some of my favorite things he's popped up in, you know, that are not Friends related. So yeah, I love all of those movies, man. I watched FNAF recently, and it was alright overall. I really liked your reaction. I also never played any of the games. Hell yeah. Unite! I loved Matthew Perry from 17 again. Me too. Sorry that wasn't in the other live stream on Saturday because I had to work, so now I'm on Sunday. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. That was my fault for yesterday. Yesterday did not work out the way it was meant to be. Cobra Kai joined my top 5 shows quicker than I thought. Honestly, when they showed the trailers for the first season, when it was going to be on YouTube or whatever, I thought it was going to be a joke. I thought it was going to be a satire. I thought it was going to be like this tongue-in-cheek kind of jab at it, or kind of like a parody, or I don't know. I didn't expect it to be what it was, which was this beautiful love letter to the franchise. It's so beautiful. Best to worst Cobra Kai season so far, in your opinion? Oof. Damn, I don't know. That's a tough question, man. I don't know if I can confidently answer that right now. Sad to say. I'm struggling to remember when certain things happened in certain seasons. Right, okay. I'll tell you 2 is probably my least favorite. I'll give you my least favorite and favorite season. Least favorite's probably season 2. Favorite season is probably season 3. 3 or 5. 3 or 5. I don't mind the Legacy of Monsters is slow because there's 8 more episodes to go. See, I didn't think it was slow. I thought it was fucking speeding. Is Julie Pierce like the only character we haven't seen yet, and why not bring her back? Well, I mean, they haven't really found, or at least I feel like there have been a couple of moments where they definitely could have. This World Tournament thing is very much a great place for them to reintroduce her if they're opening it up like that, if she happened to have her own dojo or her own student. But, you know, they I don't know, man. There's a couple of ways they could have brought her back in, but again, they try not to, like they said, they're finding ways to get everybody in here, but if they don't have a good reason, I understand if they're not going to try to force it to make it work, but I feel like there's a very easy, organic way to bring her in. They just haven't hit it yet. But I don't know. Maybe there's another reason behind the scenes. Maybe Hilary Swank doesn't want to come back. I don't know. I'm excited for Deadpool 3. I'm looking forward to Deadpool 3. I don't know if I'm excited for it. Have I seen the British show Sherlock? I have. I've seen every episode of Sherlock. I love Sherlock. Fear the Walking Dead, the first spin-off, ends tonight after 8 seasons. The first 3 were great. The new showrunners ruined it, since it's honestly some of the worst TV I've ever seen. I was talking to Busy about that because he had to leave our little stream that we kind of had with Chainsaw last night a little bit early because he needed to hop on that reaction for it. He was talking about, I'm kind of glad this shit's over, man. God, can't imagine. What's up, Christian? Just stopping by to say hi. Hope you're doing well, and I hope you're able to snag Doom Patrol on Blu-ray while it was cheap. Yeah, no, I forgot to do that even after you sent that to me. So hopefully I can still get it on a good deal. Maybe once it's all out and back, once all of it's out, maybe I can get a good snag on the whole series. You should definitely watch the Doctor Who mini. It's coolio. Oh yeah. I just don't know if I want to react to it or not. I'm still trying to figure that out. I mean, I'm sure it would get some banger views, but I don't know how I feel about that right now. I stuck around because I kept hoping for better and because I already invested, but damn, it's just so laughably bad. Sometimes fun bad, though, at least. And yes, tonight was a shit show. Can be put to rest. Yeah, I mean, for the same reason as the main reason I stuck around for The Walking Dead, just to make it through. I was like, hey, I've already got this far. I'll at least see it come to a close. And the fact that the close of the main series is not a close, but is just a introduction to all of the spin-offs, I was so pissed about that. They need Sean in Cobra Kai because without him, the kids have no more enemies, which is just the main negative for season 6. I mean, we'll see. But I don't, based on the poster they released for season 6, we're not done with Silver and we're not done with Kreese, but yeah, I don't know who else for the kids, though, they'll line up. But Sean would be a good one. Sean could be a good introduction there. Or counterpoint, in a way. But I don't know if he would... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. You think season 3 will be the last season of Chucky? I don't think so. I doubt it. But you never know. Never know. Michael B. Jordan is directing Creed 4. Yep. I'm just not too excited about Creed 4, man. I liked Creed 3 okay, but I feel like I kind of got an endgame feeling with Creed 2. You know, like I saw the end of the story. That's how I feel about it. And while I enjoyed stuff about 3, it's definitely the weakest of the Creed films and one of the weaker in the franchise, I would say. I still had a lot of fun with it. It was still really cool. It was also his directorial debut, so it's a little rough around the edges, so who knows, maybe Creed 4 will be even more thrilling, but on top of that, you just got all the icky shit happening behind the scenes that really just rubs me the wrong way as well. So I don't know, we'll see. I want to be excited for it, though. Mustache Lives Matter. That they do. That's the issue for season 6. 5 kind of ended all the rivalries and had them defeat Cobra Kai, and all the students left. So now the final season has to do with setting up new threats to end it. They'll find a way around that, man. We had Kreese escape. Terry Silver is not going to be in custody for long. I can't imagine that holding up. You know, other than that, but though, as far as the kids themselves, I'm not sure. I'm very much not sure how that's going to go. Plus, we had that new sensei. And there was some casting news that came out about somebody that would be playing a character that we actually haven't seen yet. So there's some fun stuff around the corner, I can imagine. What I've read is I think it's on Disney Plus when it airs on the BBC, which is 8 p.m. So don't take that as a fact, though. I hope that's the case, because that would help me out a lot. Watch Thanksgiving. It got really good reviews, and people were saying it's better of the flashers of the... it's the better of the slashers of the 90s and 2000s. I mean, maybe. If I have the energy and the time, maybe I'll give it a shot. My Mission Impossible rankings. Maybe I'll wait for it to come out and react to it. I don't know. We'll see. I just don't feel like going out to the theater to watch it, if that makes sense. I don't know. It just, nothing about the trailers is like, damn, dude, that looks like I need to see it. You know? My Mission Impossible rankings so far: Fallout, Rogue Nation, Ghost Protocol, Dead Reckoning, Mission Impossible 3, Mission Impossible 1, Mission Impossible 2. Actually, that's my ranking, actually, as well. Now, except I would move Mission Impossible 3 above Ghost Protocol. And above Dead Reckoning. Ghost Protocol and Mission Impossible 3, I would both have above Dead Reckoning. What's up, Lone Wolf? Hello, new to the channel. First live stream. Hope all is well. All is doing very, very good. So, welcome. Hope you enjoy. Typically, we do these every Saturday at 4 Eastern in the U.S. time. But yesterday, when it came time to start, like a couple minutes beforehand, my internet completely went out. We had an outage in the area, so it took me out for a good chunk of the afternoon. So I just rescheduled to today. Normally it's on Saturdays. Is it just me, or do these monster fights feel short? Like in Godzilla vs. Kong, the boat fight was brief, then the city fight felt short too, even fighting the mecha. I never bumped into that, actually. In that film, I never really felt like in that film the fights were short. However, I would say in King of the Monsters, I definitely felt like some of the fights resolved themselves very quickly, but I don't remember feeling like that in Godzilla vs. Kong, though. But I don't know. It's been a minute. I know I've seen that movie like 3 or 4 times, but it's been a while since the last time I watched it. Oh, Lone Wolf hits us with a super chat. Found your channel during Gen V journey. Watched your Shield reactions right now. Favorite season 2 and 4. No spoilers. My favorite character is Ward. Right now, I would say my favorite character is Fitz. I just love him, dude. He's just so adorable. And just his whole interaction with everything, the way he wants to prove himself, and just his excitement, his energy, but also seeing him like have this kind of turn towards the field and all these other fun little things. I'm loving him coming out of his shell and taking things a little more seriously in a lot of ways. I love what they're doing with Fitz, and plus the actor is just great at delivering that I don't know what you call it, that detached intelligence, but also the little quippy, fun, nerdy shit that he kind of gets into. I love it. And you found us through Gen V. I hope you enjoyed that. Gen V blew me away. I was not expecting to love it half as much as I ended up enjoying it. It was such a surprise. But welcome. Thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. It wasn't necessary, but I do appreciate it, because every super chat, every membership, everything like that just goes back into the content we're putting out, helping with editing, subscription fees. Something just fell outside of the office. I don't know what that was. Hopefully everything's okay out there. But yeah, I really do appreciate that. Where did I leave off? Ah, here we go. What's up, O'Reilly? God bless you, by the way. Well, thank you. God bless you as well, O'Reilly. Same with the other movies. I feel like for all the boring human stuff, we deserve longer fights. I can understand that. We did have way too much human stuff in a lot of these. To me, season 4 was the best. Made me cry, laugh, and smile. Dude, every season's made me fucking weep. Before, yes, there was a lot of beautiful stuff in 4. Oh man, it's hard, it's tough, but yeah. Hold on a second, I want to double check something real quick. Where are you at? Yeah, oh man, I'm so torn. Both are so good. I don't know. It's hard. It's tough. It's a tough one. But I feel you there. I actually watched Cobra Kai before I watched the Karate Kid movies, which I watched after. Love both the series and the movies. So I had this weird thing. Honestly, until Cobra Kai came out, I never realized there was a Karate Kid Part 2 or a Karate Kid Part 3. I had only ever seen the first Karate Kid and the next Karate Kid. And immediately after looking into it, after I watched season 1 of Cobra Kai and found that out, I mean, it didn't play into anything huge at the moment because they didn't really start tapping into that until season 2, 3, and onward. So after I finished season 1 of Cobra Kai and had that realization when I started digging into the franchise more, because immediately after I watched Cobra Kai, I immediately rewatched the first Karate Kid. I rented it on Amazon, and then it recommended to me part 2, and I was like, wait, part 2? What the fuck is this? So I started watching that, and so I did still watch part 2 and part 3 before Cobra Kai tapped into everything else. But it's one of those situations too where in this fun way, which I enjoyed them all for what they were even before Cobra Kai got into it. But what I love about Cobra Kai is I feel like it enhances those films. They have their problems and stuff like that, and they were fun to watch, but I think once you watch those movies and then watch Cobra Kai, it makes those movies that much better. Like, it makes them hit even harder for me. I love that about this series, man. So I haven't seen Cobra Kai because I'm not really into teen drama, but I am a teen myself, so... Dude, you have to watch Cobra Kai. Like, it's not all teen drama. Like, it is a beautiful show, but also watch the movies. The movies, it's very much so more... It's... As much as the kids are center focus for a bulk of it, it's really about the adults. At the end of the day, it's really about the adults. But watch the Karate Kid films. It is peak television. Did I like Boy Meets World? I loved it growing up. I loved Boy Meets World growing up. I used to watch the shit out of it. I never watched Girl Meets World, the sequel series. Never watched that. But I did really enjoy Boy Meets World. What's up, random guy asking? What is this? Can we ask about anything? I'm new to the streams. Yeah, I don't really come into these with set topics. The only times I kind of have some rules are when there's a new release, like a big new release, like if it's that weekend, because we do these on Saturdays, so not everybody's going to have the opportunity to see a movie on Friday night, Thursday night. So my only rule ever is just like the weekend of a new release, no spoilers. That's my only ask. Other than that, I let you guys drive the topics, drive the questions, drive everything. Sometimes I'll go on a rant because something just kind of triggers me the other way around. But other than that, we just kind of freeball it. But typically, like I said earlier, I don't know, because like I'm still behind on chat. So like I try to read everything. So that leaves me getting behind a lot of the time. We're not too behind today, like 10 minutes at the moment. But I just kind of read through everything. So if it feels like I'm ignoring anything, the good chance is either YouTube ate your comment, because that happens sometimes, or I just haven't got to it yet. So patience is key. A lot of the times on a busy Saturday, I could be 30 minutes behind from the current messages in chat. So yeah, just whatever. Shoot it, let it fly, and yeah, see what happens. But welcome. Recently started my rewatch of Doom Patrol, and I'm already messed from just... Well, I'm already a mess from just the first episode. Hell yeah. No, I get that. I get you there. What are my thoughts on Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards? It definitely would have not been my first thought. Excuse me. It was definitely never my first thought, but like when it popped into my head, I was like, I could roll with that. Will Andy make a return in the Chucky series? Outside of a dreamscape? Probably. I would imagine so. I can't imagine not. I love Pedro, but I don't see him as Reed. See, I could see them pull it off. Agreed. One friend of mine really loved Thanksgiving. He said it was actually amazing. Maybe I'll give it a chance. As a Hunger Games lover, I enjoyed the prequel. I really liked what they did with Snow's character. Watching him make all these plays and moves in the games part was also really good. Had a good time. See, I liked the Hunger Games movie. I never loved the Hunger Games films. So that's the only reason when I saw this prequel about Snow, I was like, I don't know. Am I excited for Aquaman 2? Again, not excited, but I am looking forward to watching it. Seeing the final vestige of the DCEU come to a close. Australia defeated India in Cricket World Cup a few hours ago. Congrats, every Aussie. Hell yeah. I still have no idea what cricket even is. I know what a cricket bat looks like. No idea what the game actually entails. But congrats to all of the Aussies in the chat. Am I going to watch the new Percy Jackson series when it comes out? I also do not have an interest in that. I watched the trailers. Again, I wanted to. I'm just not, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it right now. So more than likely, no. I've got enough stuff on my plate at the moment, and I don't really have a vested interest in it. Hell, I started the first book a long time ago, and I just could never finish it. I've seen the first movie that they made. I thought it was fine. Second one, not so much. But yeah, I just don't have a personal interest in it. What's up, Kate? Cheers, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good Sunday. We're gonna watch all the Hunger Games movies. I've already seen all of them, except for this one, the new one that just came out. That's the only one I've not seen. Man, Apple has some of the best CGI out there for TV shows. For All Mankind and now Monarch. I'm eager to check out more like Foundation. Dude, Apple TV Plus, like I was willing to write it off for a long time. But after like Severance, after just a couple of episodes of Ted Lasso I've been watching, a couple of their films, The Killers of the Flower Moon, that's an Apple TV thing. Yeah. I think they're a streamer to keep an eye out for like actual like premiere TV. But yeah, I think the CGI in the first episode of Monarch was really good. I still think that monster looked a little, I don't think it compared to the first episode's Godzilla clips, but it's still pretty damn solid. I've heard great things about For All Mankind and The Foundation as well. Obviously, so many shows get recommended to me all the time. Those two are on our TV show poll list, so one day I might check them out, but I'm not running to go out of my way to check them out at this moment, but you never know. There's so much to get around to. Creed 3 was disappointing in my opinion. I enjoyed it. It was okay, but there was something missing to me. Something, I know what it is. I know what was missing, but there was like a core heart that was missing for me. It felt hollow. I don't know. I still enjoyed it, but I could have loved it. Because I've really liked all of the films in this franchise, but this is the first one I was like, that was fine. That was alright, that was fun. And that was the most I could muster for it. Grant Ward / Brett Dalton has not yet hit his peak. Just wait till the facial hair comes in. That'll be the moment when it starts. Spoilers! It's facial hair? Hot take, I love Percy Jackson movie, never read the books, and I'm aware this is blasphemy, but I don't care. It's fun, funny, charming, fast-paced, and just a blast. Like I said, I didn't mind the first one that came out. I was kind of surprised about it. What's up, Waleed? I've seen Pluto on Netflix. I have not. I've not heard of it. I think it's, actually no, I think somebody's mentioned it once, but I don't remember. I don't know what it's about. I haven't looked into it yet. Also like your reaction to One Piece. I'm on episode 550 of the anime. You're halfway to being caught up. I've still got many a moon before I hit even that. But welcome. I'm glad you've been enjoying. Whenever the show ends before it should, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to write the rest of the show. Oh God, that would be horrific, I'd imagine. Lone Wolf again with the super chat. Thank you, man. If Fitz is your favorite, you will love him in season 4. I think I've seen a lot of love for season 4 in general. Just, so, who knows, man? I'm loving season 1. I'm in love with season 1 right now. I'm having a damn good time with it. And I know a lot of people are trying to, like, be forgiving about it. I brought this up a lot in the reactions and stuff like that. A lot of people are like, don't worry, season 1, it gets better, I promise. And I'm like, dude, it gets better. I'm fucking having a damn good time right now. If it gets better, I might fucking just shit myself. Because that's what you do when you get excited. You just poop your pants, apparently. The logic of my brain when I say shit sometimes is, in fact, illogical. The best part of the Hunger Games prequel was the post-credit scene where they show baby Katniss being born and says, "To be continued." I hope that was a joke. But I don't know anymore. Baby Katniss, it's cattin' time. God, dude, that's great. I'm not ready for Cobra Kai to end. Feels just like yesterday the hype around it started. I know, right? I know. And then immediately Sony wants to capitalize with a new Karate Kid film that has nothing to do at all. Like a reboot, something else. Karate Kid related, but it has nothing to do with any of that stuff. Which seems nonsensical. Sony just makes stupid decisions, man. We're going to do a rewatch of all the Percy Jackson old movies before we get the new one? Fuck no. No. Sorry, didn't mean to come out that abrasive about that, but yeah, no, like I said earlier, I don't have an interest in the show. I'm totally okay with not going through the rest of the movies. Would you watch musical type shows? Musical type shows? Like Glee? Like, what do you mean? I don't mind musical films or musicals or like stuff like that. Hell, I was a show choir kid, so I love that shit. I am super excited for... Also, I'm super excited, but at the same time, like, judging it every step of the way, I was like, you better be good. They're starting off good with casting. Solid vocal artists they've got so far, but for Wicked, I've been waiting for that for so long, of like a theatrical Wicked presentation. Also, the High School Musical movies are guilty pleasure loves of mine. I've seen the Karate Kid movie with Jackie Chan, but only clips of older movies. Yeah, that is not canon. It's not even a Karate Kid. It's the Karate Kid story, but it's not Karate Kid. Because one, he doesn't learn karate. So two, yeah, non-canon. Throw that out of your brain. It is irrelevant to the actual franchise. I still like it, but it's very much its own thing. The Garfield movie. Yeah, I'm good. Do your best, Johnny Lawrence. Quiet. Quiet! Sorry, that was... I've done better. That was okay. That actually hurt. I have, had, a soundbite on my Go XLR for a while that was Johnny's quiet. I think it is, I think it's busted now. I don't know if it works. Did it do it? I can't hear it. I see the meter go up, but I don't know if anything's actually happening. I don't know which one that is, because there was... Okay. Hell yeah. Oh, dude, if I played it twice, I'm spamming the shit out of it in here in a second for you. I don't remember what the other byte is, because I got 2 programmed on here, and I don't remember what the other one is. Oh. The other one is King Shark going bird. That's what that was. Because I made that into a clip because when I was streaming Ghost of Tsushima on Twitch, and I had it linked to a scene that would play him pointing, going bird, and I had photoshopped the golden birds in Ghost of Tsushima that would interrupt your gameplay every 10 feet, and put that over the bird in the clip. I was proud of it. I was proud of it, but I don't know if I have footage of that anymore. Sucks that Junior never got to hunt Chucky with Alexi, Jake, and Devin, but never say never. Who knows? It could be resurrected. We got so much necromancy in there. But yeah, I do feel bad for Junior, but he was also kind of a dumbass. Do you ever watch South Park? I've seen every episode up until I think the first pandemic special. I never watched the follow-up. I've fallen off for a little bit. I'm very behind on my South Park. But I still need to watch the second pandemic special and then everything that happened, everything after that. You know what you need? A crumpet is before knowing You need to know what a crumpet is before knowing cricket. I don't know. I also do not know what a crumpet is. So I got some homework to do, apparently. If we see Loki again in an MCU project, what would it be? Loki season 3? We'll probably not get. We are not getting a Loki season 3. I will bet on that. I think it'll be Secret Wars. Is my best guess. What's up, Noober? You hear Caitlin Devers rumored to be Abby in The Last of Us season 2. I did see that. She's gonna need to bulk up, dude. Need to bulk up. But yeah, I did see a rumor that she was been cast. Found out about Cobra Kai back when it was YouTube Premium through an ad. Season 2 was out at the time, so I decided to give it a watch. And after season 1, I realized there were movies before it. I felt so stupid. Aw. Don't worry about that, man. I'm sure so many people were oblivious coming into it that didn't grow up in the early days of the genre sphere. I mean, hell, I know I missed that wave when they came out, but they were still very influential when I was a kid. So like I had seen the original, and again they had only ever aired the next Karate Kid on TV though, so that's why I thought those were the only 2 movies. So it is what it is, man. Friends, the first reboot I wanted to see, the most boast besides Drake and Josh. Now we may never get both. That's also very, very true. Dude, I love me some Drake and Josh back in the day. Creed 3 was rushed and the villain was hard to disagree with. Yeah, I mean, kinda. I mean, it was also like, he was also very blatantly evil. I don't know. There were some disconnects. That's for sure. I'm enjoying the Monarch show, likewise. Is this extended version of Spidey No Way Home worth watching? I completely forgot they even released that extended cut. I've still not watched it. Has anybody actually watched it? Is it worth watching? Completely forgot. Cricket is coming to US. You guys are going to host the T20 World Cup in 2024 with West Indies. Interesting. Might be in Korea, but All of Us Are Dead. Season 1 was good. I've heard good things about it, but when it came out, I was zombied out. So I definitely chose to step out of that first wave, but maybe I'll get to it eventually. Everyone is talking about this new Netflix movie, The Killer. Isn't it like David Fincher's new movie? I've heard good things about it too. I haven't had a chance to check it out though. Surprisingly, like Creed 3, Michael B. Jordan has had probably the strongest directorial debuts. Jonathan Majors killed it as a villain. Shames what is going on with him. Hey, it's only a shame if it's not true. Otherwise, big old fuck you. But I don't know. I'm not casting that judgment. I don't know. I don't have the deets. I don't have the know-how. I'll leave that up to, their ability to prove themselves innocent and all that kind of stuff. Whatever. I'll leave that to the courts. I don't know. I'm not going to let the internet tell me what to think. I'll let that decide when, just if and when, if at all, the facts ever come out. But, we'll see what happens. It's unfortunate in the way for us, at least for all the projects he was linked into that are in questionable states at the moment because of it. But I agree. It was a very strong directorial debut for MBJ. And he was great in it. I love the creative ways that he brought to life a lot of these anime-isms in live action. It was a lot of fun. There's some great stuff about the movie, but overall, I just as a newcomer to the Rocky franchise in the last year, because I had only ever started watching the franchise this last year when I started watching all the Rocky films here on the channel. I watched them all for the first time in preparation for the new Creed movie, only to be, I guess you could say, disappointed in it. Overall, I still enjoyed it. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying that it just didn't hold up to the greatness of what came before in my book. And hell, such a great franchise, man. A lot of shared DNA between Karate Kid and that too, though. The guy who played Snow in New Hunger Games is Tom Blythe. Is my pick for Green Arrow in James Gunn's DCU. I can see it. I can see that. Yeah, the killer is great. Just found out that Cobra Kai Season 1 was on YouTube originally. Damn, what a journey. Yep. Yep. And that's where I watched it, because I had YouTube Premium. I mean, I still do, but that's why I was like, man, this is just going to be some kind of sketch parody show. You know, I thought it was going to be tongue-in-cheek and goofy and just kind of making fun of it, and it wasn't. It was so heartwarming, good, and a love letter to the franchise, man. It was such a surprise. Just wait for the episode, Turn, Turn, Turn. I'll probably forget by then, but I will try to remember. I'm not ready for Cobra Kai to end. I'm not either, man. I am not either. Best part about the prequel is the performances. Tom Blythe is going to be a guy to keep an eye on. That's good, at least. I've heard great things about the performances in it. Spoilers for Cobra Kai. Everyone dies. Just kidding. Or am I? Excited to see David Tennant back as the Doctor. Me too. I'm sorry, guys. That's twice now. I don't know why my peeps hate season 1 of The Shield so much. It's a great season. Do you have a favorite episode so far? That's a tough one. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I had to go back through them and see how I feel about it. Iman Vellani isn't worried about the box office, especially for the Marvels. As she said. Random inserted that comment, Dion, but yeah. I mean, it's no concern of hers to be worried about it. Any particular what-if story you're looking forward to seeing in Season 2? I really want to see that Hela and Wenwu 10 Rings versus Odin thing. That looks wild. That looks fun. Only had one season, but Julian the Phantoms had music and was good. I've not heard of that at all. Glee was good if you don't take it seriously. I know, like, one of the reasons I avoided it was because I was like, this isn't show choir. This isn't what this is like. I never watched it. The Kung Fu Kid is what the movie should have been called. Correct. Don't make people hate season 1 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, man, I don't get it. C.S. Lee, who was on Dexter, is going to be in Cobra Kai as Master Kim Sung-young. I think he's a great actor. Can't wait to see what he brings to the role. See, that's the rumor I saw. I don't know that it's confirmed, but I did see that, and I'm excited because that means more backstory. And we set that up with his granddaughter, you know. I knew she was going. She's our leftover villain. Obviously, Kreese and again, Kreese's unnecessary breakout at the end. If he had just waited a day, he would have been released without being a criminal. But goddamn. But yeah, she was definitely set up to be at least part of this moving forward, which is going to be fun. I'm still mad that Netflix canceled Shadow and Bone. Yeah, I never got into it, never watched it myself, so no, I know a fair amount of people did. And it always sucks when you lose a show you love. Jackie Chan's the best part of the reboot. It's on the level of M. Night Shyamalan's Avatar for me. Ooh, that's harsh. Jackie Chan is the highlight of the film. Him crying in that car makes me cry. I can't see Jackie Chan cry. It hurts me. But it's good on that aspect. I think it's fine overall. I wouldn't dare put it anywhere near M. Night's Avatar, but I like it. It's fine for me. I heard it. Played it twice. Love High School Musical, the musical series. That's a musical show, I think. Yeah, I can't get behind that show on principle. Like the Scream TV series, it is a sin and an affront to the concept in my brain, and I just can't jump on board for it. Especially with that 4 reunion musical episode. What is that? What even is it? What is it? I don't understand what that is. It can't be. It's not what it says it is. It's a lie. Stop it. John Campea hates Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He said he watched 5 episodes and gave up. Because John Campea doesn't know how to have fun. John Campea has, like, sometimes he says something I agree with, other times it's just like, the fuck just came out of your mouth, dude? Not gonna lie, I kind of wish we got to see Miguel as a full-on villain. Just curious what it would have been like. I'm glad we didn't. I don't want him being a villain, man. I don't want it. Take it away. I'm okay with Miguel not being a villain. Same. By the way, you got me watching S.H.I.E.L.D. again on Disney Plus. Started with season 2. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I've never played any of the FNAF games. Me either. Still haven't. How many times do you stream per week? I mean, generally speaking, once. Every Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if there's a game I'm playing, or anything like that, I will try to stream it. Like, you know, we streamed over, like, the past 2 weeks, but we streamed, like, 6 times, 5 times, going through the entire story for Spider-Man 2 on PS5. Every now and then, I'll do that. But it's kind of you play it by ear. It's got to be something that interests me. I don't just kind of stream games on the fly. I don't have the time a lot of the time. But this is a guaranteed most of the time. Unless something comes up, I'm out of town, or the internet's out, like yesterday. I try to at least do this and have this community back and forth thing every Saturday at 4. But aside from that, if there's a game I want to play or share with you guys, I'll do that. But that's usually just kind of we play it by ear. I still need to go back and finish God of War. And I know there's that one person out there that's still pissed that I have not played that game. I have not gone back to finish that game. Because I did 3 parts, 3 streams of it, and then never again. I have not been back to it. Oh my god. But yeah, we'll see what happens. South Park, controversial, but loved by almost everyone. Dude, I love South Park. You don't know what a crumpet is? I have no idea what a crumpet is. Everything you need to know is that in the Sweet Life episode. I miss Loki. I do too. Such a satisfying ending, man. I can't believe Toy Story 5 is still happening, but still no Cars 4. I've still never seen any of the Cars films. But I don't know how we are still going with these Toy Story movies, man. I think they got lucky. 4 worked for me, even though I was like, this does not need to exist. But who knows? I mean, you're gonna fuck up one of these days, and I think you should try your best not to do that with Toy Story. Not long to Doctor Who now. Less than a week. Less than a week indeed. What did you think of Josh Hutcherson's performance as Mike Schmidt? I thought it was fine. It was pretty solid. It was alright. Do you think there's any fan art of the characters from Gen V yet? Oh, I'm sure there's fan art all over the place for it. Did I ever watch the High School Musical, the musical series? I kind of just answered that one, I think. That's a big old nope. Are these streams on playback? Yeah. If you miss out on anything, I still leave them up, so you can always go back and revisit. Boy, Season 4 is about to go crazy. I'm actually excited to see what they do with it. I wasn't before. I am after Gen V. The No Way Home Extended is worth watching, but most of the cut stuff should have just been in the movie. Like, they cut pieces out of the Spider Bros talking on the statues, multiple lines gone, just dumb. I have to take a look at it. I just haven't given it the time of day yet. In terms of the Cream films, it's the middle of the bunch. Very expressionist, but there's some things left unclear in the end. It makes me excited for the future. Hey, we'll see what happens. Just to chuck it back in for extended. Fair enough. I wonder if there's any news on the Penguin HBO show. I don't know. I haven't heard anything in a while, actually. And thank you, Burstary, for rejoining as a member. Welcome back. Julie and the Phantoms on Netflix. I have to take a look at that. I heard that What If episode you talked about was something involving 1602. That has me excited. Yes, that has me excited too. That's an interesting concept. Kind of like old-timey Avengers, I think is what it was. It was like the Avengers if they assembled in 1602 or something like that. That could be real interesting. I'll be watching Miss Marvel very soon. I hope you enjoy it. I really liked it. It had some issues, but I had a lot of fun with it. I heard that John Wick 5 is being written. I've also heard that as well. We'll see how that pans out. Echo Disney Plus rewrites and delays amid MM1W skinwalking Ezra Miller controversy. I don't know what half of that. I don't know what that last bit is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's correlating here. I really like Caitlin Dever from Booksmart, and yeah, she needs to bulk up for The Last of Us. To be honest, it's funnier if Miguel is just a massive hater. I don't get that. I don't get that, actually. I'm glad Jay isn't 100% like his dad and is kind of smart with some things and is more mature. Jay. What were we just talking about? I'm kind of lost on this comment. I'm going back through everything to see what we're talking about. I don't know what this is referring to. I'm sorry. In the Monarch show, you think we're gonna see a lot of action? I doubt it. I mean, I'm sure we'll see some, but I don't think we'll see a lot. Going into work, see you later. Have a good day. We'll take it easy, Lone Wolf. Hope you have a great, easy little day at work today for you guys. That 90s show, episode 1, a little cheesy, but most... Oh! Okay, that's what you meant. From that 90s show. I'm right there with you on that. A little cheesy, but most first episodes of reboots are, after the show, pretty good. Yeah, it took a little while for all the new characters to warm up for me, but I really, really enjoyed it. It felt like it had the same snappiness of everything else. And anybody else... I said this in the reactions too. I think anybody else who says it doesn't feel the same or the writing is very different or off kilter, feel like you probably haven't watched the show recently, or you're looking at it through rose-tinted glasses. And maybe you've changed, but the show didn't, and your idea of the show is different. Because I watched it all. Because I watched that 70s show like at least in the background or have it on every now and then. A lot. Like within the last year, I've at least watched it from beginning to end like once. It very much feels the same, and it's the same writer, so like it is what it is, man. There was a Cars 3. Yeah, I didn't realize there was a third Cars movie. You see the new Who short? Not fully. I skimmed through it because I wasn't sure if it was if I should be watching it before or during the show. That makes sense. You see Mr. Beast buried alive for 7 days video. I don't watch Mr. Beast videos, so that's a big old nopey. Apparently there's a Frozen 3 in the works and a Frozen 4 in the works. Oh, I said that before finishing your sentence. You were already on top of it. You haven't seen Cars? Love Cars. I have one. Bob Marley movie should be good. There's making a Bob Marley movie? I'm gonna check it out. What do you think of the upcoming Squid Game challenge? Crazy they've turned it into an actual game show. I applied for it. I did apply for it. But yeah, it's surprisingly tone deaf. But who knows? We'll see what happens. There's a Loki season, that's what the writers said, but they said that season 1, the first chapter, season 2 was a closing of the doors for Loki and the TVA. Oh yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I've been saying as well. Yeah, I don't think we're in season 3. I'm pretty sure we shouldn't. I don't think anybody needs to be expecting a season 3 right now. I need more movies like Jason Bourne. Those are good films. I still never saw the one. I never saw the Jeremy Renner one or the one where Matt Damon finally comes back. Logan Paul being good at wrestling is weird yet great. I don't keep up with it, man. I don't keep up with it. Hey, Heather. Welcome. Happy weekend. Sorry if I missed something, but will these now be on Sundays? No, it's just, unfortunately, it just happened to fall this way because my internet went out yesterday when just a couple minutes before the stream was supposed to start. So rather than canceling or not doing it at all, I once again just had to move it to today. We're not permanently moving the Sundays. It's my day of rest. And that is not currently. My favorite thing about Cars is that there's a Pope-mobile, which implies there's a car Jesus. What? Life is a Highway is a banger. It is a banger. I have it on my phone. I do listen to that every now and then in jam. Have I seen the movie Greenland? No. No, I've not. Is that... What movie is that? Am I thinking of? Yeah, okay. It's the fucking disaster movie thing. I've not seen it. I have not seen it. What if Ragnarok happened in the first Thor movie? That would be interesting. Avatar 3 through 6, all mostly done apparently. I don't know how. God damn. How? We'll see what happens. I surprisingly enjoyed Tool. I enjoyed 2 way more than I expected myself to. I like 2 way more than the first film. Blows it away. Blows it out of the water, if you will. Still doesn't do a whole lot of things new, but it was fun. Yes, right. Rebecca, life is a highway is an absolute. What's up, Dizzy? Hello. Jeff Gordon. Profile picture. Nice. Are you interested in the Fallout show that is coming on Prime Video? I am! For somebody who really has been interested in that world, I've never been able to really get into playing the games. So if they can if they can make a solid show in that world, I'm so in for it. Have I seen Full House? I've seen it a couple times growing up. It was never like my go-to jam, but I've seen some episodes when I was a kid. Are you looking forward to that Knuckles spin-off show on Paramount Plus when it comes out? Hey, I'll check it out. I don't know what it'll be about other than Knuckles, but what is it actually about? I'll check it out. I don't know, but we'll see what happens, man. I like this universe. I like the Sonic stuff they've been doing. I'm very curious what the fuck it's going to be. Can't believe 2023 is almost over. 2023 has been pretty crazy. Yes, it has been. People just mad that original characters are barely in that 90s show, even though they were never said that they would be. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what people expect, man, anymore. But it is what it is, man. There's a Halloween fan film prequel. I saw somebody share that. Somebody sent that to me in a DM. I forget who it was. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. Have I watched NASCAR? Not willingly. Whenever I worked at my family's nightclub, when we had one for a while, they would put it on some nights. It would just be on. I got dragged to whichever the big track is in Michigan. I forget what it was. God, that was a miserable day. I don't mind it, but it's definitely not my go-to sport. But we were in a Gordon house, so that's why I recognized the car. Still waiting for Sonic 3. Me too, man. Am I the only one who loved the When You Want Me song from Invincible when Alan was introduced in the last episode? I listened to it several times after watching the show. No, it was a really, really good show. Song. Good song. Star Wars and Marvel are keeping Disney afloat. Their fake progressivism will catch up to them after a while. Well, I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. I mean, if these Marvel movies can't get their footing back too, that's another one that's going to take a hint. Not that it's a problem there too much, but like they're not helping their case on a lot of fronts, man, especially with these remakes, man. Sonic 3, I agree. Hell yeah, man. I don't know when we're going to see Beyond the Spider-Verse. 2025 more than likely, or 6, depending. Looking back at Robbie, I should have won the first tournament. It would have helped Miguel look more like an underdog, along with him finally winning the final tournament. I agree. Because he just shows up and he wins. Except for when Hawk won, obviously. So they passed that on to Hawk, which was a huge surprise to me. I thought that was going to be Robbie's win. But Robbie needed to lose that for his character arc, so I get that. But it was a weird placement, but I still loved it. I want to see Alita Battle Angel 2. I still haven't seen the first one. Need to watch that one of these days. Loved Cars 1 and Cars 2 as a kid, and now when people say they don't like them as much as other Pixar's, it just makes me sad. Aw, sorry to hear that. The other 2 movies didn't do it for me. There's literally nothing new besides the eye porn. That is a valid argument. I felt like the new one added enough to justify it a little bit. They are very much glorified tech demos. But at the end of the day, I think the last one had a little bit more to say. But yes, it is a lot of things we've seen 1,000 times before. Ugh. Have to go. Have a good day on it. Take it easy, Sketch. Frank, thanks for hanging out for a little while, man. After seeing the gameplay for The Walking Dead Destinies, I take back my previous opinions. Wow. I haven't seen the new video. I have not seen the new video. But I know that they put out some new stuff here recently. Is it that bad? Is it as bad as I thought? Was there news about another Halloween movie, or was it just going to be a TV series? They're making both. They're going to be doing both, and they'll be shared and connected somehow. Would you do the Tom Cruise run? Not on film. Not on film. If you don't know it, it's the Michigan International Raceway, by the way. Not gonna lie, Michigan has to be the best track I've went to. All I remember, I was real young, and I was very not wanting to be there already, especially because those races last hours, and this one went on forever, what felt like, and it was like 90, 100 degrees, it felt like. I was sweating my ass off. It was so hot, I could not be up on the bleachers at all, so I was under them, playing on my Game Boy for what felt like an eternity. Like, I wouldn't mind, like, having it on TV, but being there was just miserable. I used to play a lot of the NASCAR video games. That helps. See you later, Thruka. Take it easy. A lot of hard racing. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I've heard how good shows get canceled, but donkey shit shows get kept. Hey, it's all viewership, man. It's all a numbers game in the end. I need more Margot Robbie in my life. Please don't judge me. Why would we judge you? Margot Robbie's awesome. And let's be real. Pretty nice. Eye candy, man. Totally down for some more Margot Robbie. And damn near anything, really, man. She's great, though. I mean, she's like a really fucking good actress, too. When you're watching or rewatching a series, what themes do you never skip? Mine is Indigo League for Pokemon, Doctor Who, Batman animated series. Never skip, ever. Yeah, I don't skip those. Never skip the Friends intro. Never skip Power Rangers. I'm trying to think if there's any that I do actively skip, really. Dude, I will never skip Peacemaker. I'll tell you that. When I ever rewatch that, never skipping that. Fuck, the intro's half the enjoyment of the episode. For fuck's sake. Alright. Hold on. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I've probably skipped the Avatar The Last Airbender intro a couple times. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. I mean, I don't know. I don't really skip them that often, you know? Dude, X-Files, I'll let that play. Now Hawk looks like a weirdo losing to Kenny. Made no sense. It made sense to me in the moment. It's one of those things the series has put on super moves. Kenny got to use a super move that they weren't prepared for. And let's be honest, Hawk got cocky. He let his ego get to him in that fight. But it is a little weird. Disney's original projects have quite literally lost the magic. When they progressed into 3D animation is when it happened. Dude, I'm still, there's been some good movies. There's been some great things done artistically and all that. I still very much prefer hand-drawn 2D animation. I do. I never won't. I get that it is way more expensive to do it, but I love it so much. But I do feel like once there was a shift to something like that, something kind of died a little bit. Some of the magic died. Maybe that's the old timer in me creeping up. Why would we judge you? Margot is gorgeous. I was going to say gorgeous. Also, I guess. Very understandable. Margot's simply amazing. How are you finding Scott Pilgrim? I need to find time to watch it. I'm in love with it. I'll go ahead. I don't know. Should I even say anything? I probably shouldn't let you figure it out on yourself if you're not aware. It caught me off guard with what they're doing with it in a real fun way. I feel like I'm the only one that liked the Marvels. I thought it was okay. It was fine. It was fine. It was fine. It's fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. It was fun. It was enjoyable. It had a lot of problems for me. Show's ending all together with cliffhangers just makes me want to cry into a pillow. Dude, I hate that shit, man. Especially when you're never going to get a resolution to it. I'm excited to see Owen Wilson return as Agent Mobius in Deadpool 3. I don't think that's been confirmed. I know that's a rumor, but I don't know if that's been confirmed or not. The Walking Dead gameplay is so bad, it's not even worthy of the PS2. It is bad. Makes Gollum look like Game of the Year. I mean, that's what the first trailer made me think of. I was like, what is this garbage? What year are we in? Like, it looks like one of those shitty licensed titles you would see on, like, the Wii that they put no effort into. I would love to be wrong about it, but nothing has been selling me on it. Is it weird for me? Is it weird that when you end your video with a little salute, I salute back? Sounds dumb even saying it out loud. Oh, that's adorable, Ginger. I love that, actually. Hell yeah. Dumb or not, keep it up. That makes me smile. The Babylon movie with Margot Robbie and Tobey Maguire was great. It was 3 hours long, or maybe it was 4. I don't know. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I never watched that. I never watched it. I wanted to, but I never got around to it. Don't worry. I feel the same way about racing. I grew up with it, and it's definitely an acquired taste. If you can remember any generation in NASCAR from the scale of 1 to 10, what's the best generation you can remember? I can't say them from gen. I don't know what that means in relation to the NASCAR, but when I was growing up, Earnhardt was the shit. I had the cars, I had a jacket, I had like that number 3 on damn near everything. So I would say that era, like when primo Dale Earnhardt time frame was probably the most iconic to me. Speaking of, the Friends intro is iconic. Friends' best theme song of all time? That's a tough one. That's a tough one to say. I don't know if that'd be a whole thing to go down to. All right. Be banned, Abdullah. You fucking weirdo. Yeah, you're gone. Anyway. Let's see. I don't know. That's a tough one. It definitely lingers in my head. I also have a preference for the X-Files, which doesn't, have lyrics. I mean, there's unofficial lyrics, but there are. And here I do the thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely damn good. Definitely top 5, probably. Minimum. Did you hear about the Paul McGann spinoff with the 8th Doctor? I'm surprisingly intrigued. No, I have not. I saw that they were doing like this UK only, where it's not going anywhere else in the world. Thing where they're having like doctors and their companions get together to reminisce about adventures and stuff like that. Other than that, yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything else. Blasphemer. What was that in regard to? I haven't seen Babylon on me. Margot is fantastic at it. I have not. It's a random fact we may not know about you. I'm related, distantly, but related to Davy Crockett. For better or for worse, I am related to Davy Crockett. Peacemaker is a great theme. I listened to that in the car when it came on. It came on my rotation. I was like, yeah. Stranger Things intro is fire, but the Will Byers actor, not so much. Oh, yeah. I had to, like, hold on. What was this tweet? What was this video? I was like, oh, God. Dude, he's getting tore up. Damn, man, people turned on him so fast. I mean, honestly, that was some dumb shit to do, man. God. Anyway, Jesus. Well, all right, I won't be upset if Will dies now, but it's fine. Will the character needs protection. Actor, maybe not so much. I don't know. You should do a tier list of Cobra Kai characters when the show ends. Ooh, I've not done anything like that on the channel before. I've thought about doing like a tier stream or whatever, but I'm always nervous to kind of do that in a way, just cause, you know, I overthink a lot of things. But like one of those tier charts, like with this character's S tier, not like 1 to 100. I wouldn't do that. That would be too much thought for me. That's for sure. But something like if we were like rating them S tier, A tier, something like that, that could be fun. I don't know if you remember, but Dua Lipa had a cameo in Barbie. She was the mermaid Barbie. I didn't know who she was. I still don't know. I don't even know what she looks like right now, man. I still really don't. But I did know she was in there. I just didn't know where. Enjoying your Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. reactions? I'm glad, thank you. Appreciate that a lot of people have been enjoying the ride, because I've been having a good time with it. Every time I hear the original theme to Pokemon, I turn it up loud. That is another song that is in my rotation, and if it plays while I'm driving, dude, I will be yelling about I will be the very best, like fucking no one ever was. I love singing that song, man. Even if hitting some of those high notes leaves me incapable of singing the next song. Babylon's one of the best movies of 2022, but flops so hard. Another reason to hate Avatar. You can't really put that on Avatar. People just don't really go to the theaters to watch those kinds of movies half the time. Owen Wilson not saying wow in his last movie was disappointing. What was the last movie he was in? I give him a restoring the Snyderverse. Oh yeah, it's done, man. Random question: how do you feel about John Walker's U.S. agent? I feel like he got much hate for not being Steve. Yeah. I mean, he was a well-written character. He was a flawed character, and he was nasty in the ways that he was impeding our characters, but our characters were also being equally abrasive. Everybody just was. Everybody was being a little bit of a shitbag, and I like that there was in this gray area. You know, and it was, I thought he was a great character. I liked what they did with him, and I'm curious to see him come back. But I'm also excited. I love seeing him play kind of a similar character, but more geared towards the Steve Rogers spectrum in Monarch, which has been fun so far. Respect the salute. Hell yeah. A Week Away is a good Christian musical movie on Netflix. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're referring to, actually. Are you going to watch watch Bebo to Save Christmas? Is that still coming out? I completely forgot about that. Should I start watching Game of Thrones? Watch House of the Dragon. I just don't know. I dislike the way it ended so much that I find it hard to enjoy or recommend people start it for the first time. It's amazing up until the 6th season, which is still good. Season 7's okay, and season 8 is just like, what the fuck happened here? Yes, R.I.P. Dale Sandler, for sure. In my opinion, the dumbest part of the Marvel is that they put parts of the post-credits scene in the trailer, didn't edit certain things out, like the logo on a monitor. Yeah, that's why I heard that I heard people be like, why the fuck did they put this in the trailer? when the last one came out, so I just didn't watch it. I didn't watch the trailer at all. Thoughts on my profile picture? I'm Irish, by the way. I mean, it's a skull and the Irish flag. It's the Irish flag, right? I would assume so. I know I just fucked this up. Yeah. I know my flags. Kinda. I mean, it's cool. It's fine. I got no opinion one way or the other. Edgy though. So Pedro Pascal's not going to be in this season 4 of Mandalorian. Who said that? No one said that. That hasn't come up at all. I mean, he only does voices now. He doesn't have to be on set. I'm gonna go, guys. Gonna hop on a racing right now, do some random shit. Gen 4. See you guys. Bye, Omni. Have a great day, dude. Thanks for stopping in, man. I never expected to be talking about NASCAR on one of these streams, but it was kind of fun, actually. Avatar theme, you savage. I know. Bad me. What's up, Pink Sun doll? Happy to make the stream. Welcome. Again, for some people who don't typically make these, we usually do them on Saturday. But today, we had a hiccup with the internet yesterday, so it ended up being today. 4 p.m. every Saturday. The Boondocks theme is top tier one. Like, for the animated show, The Boondocks, I don't remember the theme, to be honest. Might sound crazy, but I'm related to some presidents. Interesting. What's your favorite collectible you have, and can you show it? Ooh. That's a tough call to make. Damn, man, I don't know if I have a favorite. It's hard to pick favorites. How dare you? I mean, it would probably boil down to, I can maybe do a top 5. Let's do that. So, first thing is this Revan mask. I mean, it's fan-made. I got it on Etsy, so if they ever make an official one, that will take its place. Digivice. That one right there. I'm not picking up my $800 chess set, but you can see it right there. The Kingdom Hearts chess set from Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh yeah. Power Rangers Morphers. Got both of the original Lightning, the original shit before Hasbro took over and made the garbage ones. Like, most of the stuff that Hasbro's been making in this Lightning Collection line has been trash compared to the old manufacturer. I forget who actually made these ones. Those were good. The new ones aren't even accurate. They're garbage. They're not real. Sorry. I'm not gonna. Should I grab it? Fuck it. Okay, that's fine. Good. Her arrow didn't shoot. This Vaxeldan Sideshow Toys fucking thing is fucking wicked. It's also heavy as shit. Alright, good enough. What will's actor do? I am definitely not getting into that. Not getting into that. Not getting into that. That stuff stays out of our sphere. We're here to escape shit. I'll dive into it. Let's just say it's a controversial opinion about the atrocities happening overseas. Let's see. What's up, Michaela? Favorite Marvel Disney Plus show so far? Fucking Loki. Loki Season 2 cemented that real quick. Davy Crockett? Davy Crockett. Yeah, I think on my father's side, we're tied to, you know, his family, or his cousins were Crockett's, and so down that line is that. Never skipped the Daredevil intro, or the X-Men 97 intro, or the Dexter theme. Hell yeah. So Pedro's not coming back from Mando 4? I haven't heard that at all. I would imagine physically, no. Because he just does voiceover now. They're filming still with Din Djarin. Din Djarin's still here because his physical guy is still doing that. But I think he's just going to do voice work now. I think we're done with him removing the helmet, though. That's my guess. Daredevil intro does go pretty hard. I'm a Hunger Games fan. Not so much. I enjoyed them fine. They were okay. But I'm not a huge fan. I'm not really interested in seeing the new movie. So I haven't gone to see it yet. See, that's what I'm assuming. Any thoughts on Taylor Swift maybe being Dazzler in Deadpool 3? Hey! I'm all for it. I've got nothing against her, so as long as she doesn't ruin it or have a bad performance or anything like that, I'm just fine with it. I thought they were making a Nova show or movie. I don't remember. I remember hearing something about them doing something with Nova, but I don't remember what it was. Might rewatch Friends all over again. Hell yeah, man. We got a yes for watching Game of Thrones over here. A friend told me Friends sucks because the male characters don't show you how to be real men. It's a TV show. What does that even mean? Real men. Wait, is Pedro not being Mando anymore? I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves here. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I love Pedro as Joel from The Last of Us. He really did a damn good job, man. He really did a damn good job. Speaking of, we're getting a remaster, for some reason, of Part 2 in just 2 months. It leaked, so they officially announced it like the next day. People have been talking about it for a while, but man, like, The Last of Us games have had so many remasters in such a short span of time. And like, I saw a side-by-side between the PS4 and the PS5 of Part 2, and I was like, you can... Most people, I dare say 95% of people would not be able to tell the difference. I could see the difference myself, but it is so minuscule. Just playing the game, you're not going to notice. Just watching it, you're not going to notice. You would only notice if you were sitting there and just with a magnifying glass looking at these frames side by side and comparing them. The skin tone was where there was a difference in the textures on the skin. Aside from that, it's the same damn picture. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. I know they're adding new modes and lost levels, though. So there will be new content. So maybe that'll be worth it at least. X-Men 97 intro is on repeat. Pepsi or Coke? I'm a Pepsi guy. Personally, Coke usually makes my stomach upset. I can drink Pepsi just fine, but Coke, if I drink too much of it, I just start getting nauseous for some reason. I just prefer the Pepsi taste. It's sweeter to me. It's less harsh. If you could choose 3 famous people to have dinner with, who would it be? Matthew Mercer. Is he famous enough? I would say so at this point. Matthew Mercer, Kevin Smith, and who's my third gonna be? Here we go again, man. I'm just gonna turn around and scour my stuff for inspiration here. Damn, man, I don't know. That's a toughie. I am drawing a blank. Fucking Mark Hamill. You know what? Fuck it. Mark Hamill, man. I think that would be a fun round table. The name is the Boondocks theme, but it hits so hard. How do you keep your cat from knocking over your chess pieces? It's in a case. When I got it, one, because it is for display, and with how expensive it is, before I ever took it out of the box, I called up this guy in Ohio because I was looking up custom cases and stuff like that for chess boards and display cases, and had one made for it. So it's in a clear custom case to make sure, at least the pieces don't get bumped into. So, because my lord, if something happened to that, I would be pretty upset, considering it was like over $700. I'll be honest, that was probably one of the most irresponsible, like, collectible purchases I've ever made. GTA 6 is probably the most anticipated game. Hey, for most people, it is definitely going to be. My most anticipated game right now is the next two entries in the Final Fantasy VII Remake series and Kingdom Hearts 4. So yeah. Also, you can't skip the Arrow intro or the Flash intro. Or I've only seen a few bits of House. I've never actually watched House, like a full episode of House. But yes, Arrow and Flash. Yeah, Flash. I can skip it. It's just so short. Why just let it play? Considering they made a Revan lightsaber, I wouldn't be surprised if they came out with the helmet. Those collectibles are so cool. They better, man. I have their Black Series Revan lightsaber. They made a Black Series Jedi Knight Revan and a Black Series Jedi Sith Revan, Darth Revan figures. They have both of those. They have a full-on sideshow thing of a Bastila. Give me an official Revan mask, man. Come on. I don't know anything about Loki. Can I start from season 1 and understand what is happening, or is there something I need to watch first? It gives you a speed run of his story from the films, because he's appeared in a few films, Thor 1, Thor 2, Thor 3, and Avengers Infinity War. I think those are all of his movie appearances that I can think of. I don't think I'm missing one. And he had a whole arc there that I don't know that you need, but it would be very important to at least watch the Thor films, I would say. Yeah. Are they necessary? No. I don't think it will hit. I just don't think it will hit as hard without knowing where the character was. But it does speed run you through that backstory if you haven't seen it. So you can watch it. I would still recommend that you watch. Oh yeah, the first Avengers movie is in there as well, because he was the main villain of that. So actually that one is pretty important, to be fair. And Endgame, shit, Endgame. Well, there's some homework to do. You can get through it. You might be very confused in the first episode. But yeah. Marvel's hard, man, to get into at this point, I gotta say. There's so much homework anymore. Thoughts on a Young Avengers movie or show? Hey, I'm down for it, man. Especially if Kamala's leading the charge, dude. Makes me sad that it looks like Pedro might be wanting to move on from Star Wars because he is really good in his scenes where he had the helmet off. I think they're just I think it's a compromise in one way or the other, but I feel you there. It does make me sad, but it's part of the character, man, is accepting the helmet. Which thematically I liked in the end. I know a lot of people were upset with him kind of going back into those ways, but I think it makes sense, and especially if you look at through like our world's lens. I think some people need to kind of go with the message the show was giving us. I seriously need to get off the Rachel actor from DC Titans out of my head because it's not anything I was about. Good God, man. Chill, buddy. Chill. It's okay. It's okay to have a crush, man. Like, I'm not ragging on you too much there, but like, it does find a way to keep coming up. I heard Nova was about to be in the Spotlight series now. That'd be interesting. I'm very curious to see how this Spotlight stuff is going to work. Come on, Joey and Chandler's friendship is the definition of masculine friendship. Bro doesn't know what he's talking about. Right? That is like every dude's friendship. Like, unless they are just bold-faced lying. Maybe they should just cancel The Witcher since Henry Cavill's not in it anymore. Well, they're not. They're doing 5 and 6 back-to-back. 4, 5, and 6 back-to-back. Gotta be honest, Sam, terrible person in Cobra Kai. She's selfish, especially with her relationship with Miguel. I disagree. I defend Sam wholeheartedly in all of her actions. Or at least understand Sam in all of her actions. All the way. You watch my reactions, you don't have to like it. She is not a terrible person. She is just a kid. She is a kid who's been through some trauma, deals with stuff, her own stuff, and like, I understand and relate to everything she's done, said, and everything that's happened. Doesn't make it right. I mean, Miguel's done terrible shit too. Robbie's done terrible shit. They all have. People make mistakes. That's the point. And she has to learn to be herself. That was kind of the whole arc with her. Like, her arc is very, very interesting. Her journey for me. I think she's ridiculously overhated. I think Friends does the opposite. It shows you what friendships between males can be like on a sensitive, vulnerable level. They also are respectful of the female side of things. A few dated jokes. Very, very true. It does dive into a little bit of the toxic part of the masculine experience as well, but usually as the butt of the joke in a lot of ways. Like, a lot of people say like it promotes all these like outdated ideals, but that's a lot of people that say that shit have not watched the show, because when you're watching the show, when that happens, they are in the wrong and they are called out for it. Like, a lot of people like to cite the way Ross reacted to Freddie Prinze Jr. being a male nanny. The point of that episode was that Ross was wrong. Like, how does that go over people's heads, man? Like, it's just like people like judging it so harshly have not watched it and don't want to watch it. So like, but they're trying to make these quippy judgments on it just from an outline without seeing what happens to that. I mean, hell, man, his journey that he goes on with Susan and Carol in the end makes me cry. Like, that is some beautiful shit. I don't know. Anyway, I will defend that shit to the end of my days. Are there dated jokes? Sure. But you can't really avoid that. But a lot of the things people come at it for are just not true if you actually watch the show. Anyway, been doing a deep dive because of Matthew Perry. Any episode recommendations? Shit. Every one that Chandler's in. I don't know that I can just pick out specific ones. Because, that's a tough one. That is a toughy one. I don't know, man. I'd have to think about that, man. There's so many episodes. The London episodes are all really good. Dude, any of the ones post-London with him and Monica. Love that shit. Love what they did there. I don't know, man. I'd really have to think about that. It's just like, he's always the highlight of every episode to me, so it's hard to say. And that's such a cop-out answer, but like, he's my favorite character in the show. So like, every episode of Chandler is just like a win. Leave for 2 seconds, forget there was a stream because it's Sunday, and just don't come back. Hey, it's fair. Love your videos, man. Thank you, Craig. Welcome. I really appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy them. Love to see Grant Gustin in the MCU, but I don't know what kind of character he'd play. Hell, he could be anything. Mr. Feeney, most likable character of all time. Dude, I love Mr. Feeney. My favorite character in that show, though, was, man, it's been so long, I don't remember everybody's names. Shit. Will Friedle's character, the Big Brother. He was my favorite character. Is Pedro gonna be doing just the voice now? I assume so. Wish they move up Brendan Wayne and Lateef Crowder in the credits, please. I think they have. Also just finished all of Scott Pilgrim. I won't spoil. You better not. I'll fight you. I'm so like invested in this thing that they're doing, man. About to watch your new Invincible reaction. Love your kids. I hope you enjoy it, man. This last episode was insane. Will we ever experience an apocalypse? I fucking hope not, but it's not unlikely. What celebrity would make you cry if you got to meet them? Oh man. Shit. I got fairly emotional when I met Kevin Smith. And Kevin Conroy. And I met him, like, it was literally, like, I think the month before he passed, which was another thing that was rough. But even then, it was like, holy shit, I'm talking to Batman. I'm talking to this guy who's so vulnerable about all his life, his experiences, and all this stuff. It was just wild. And Kevin Smith, I've looked up to him for, like, a long time. And he was just so sweet. And I know that if there wasn't a huge-ass line of people, he would have talked to me for a long time. Like, because the people running the event had to tell him to shut up. Not rudely, like, politely. Tell him he needs to keep the line moving, because he's a chatterbox, man. He loves to talk, is his whole thing. They had to keep him on point to get the line moving. That was real fun. I told him how he's an inspiration for a lot of this that we're doing here and all that kind of stuff, and it was just like, he endorsed it. I don't think he's seen it, but he endorsed the idea of it. He's like, hey, you're going out there, you're doing your thing, you're making it, man. I was like, hell yeah. I was like, getting a little backing, even if it is like, is what it is. It was an emotional little moment, man. And that movie, because that was for a meet and greet, like where I went to one of the premiere showings for Clerks 3, which was a movie that destroyed me. Oh my God, I was ugly crying throughout that movie. So I was already in an emotional place, but if I had to pick like anybody else, dude, it might be David Duchovny, man. It'd have to be David Duchovny. That was such a good idea. My cats would have knocked it over before I could get it out of the box. Yeah, and unfortunately, like, because of its size and these shelves, I don't have anywhere I can actually set it. So it's just on the floor, on the box that it came in. Because it's too wide for any of these shelves, otherwise it'd be like 4 inches off of the shelf. And that makes me nervous. So I don't have anywhere else that makes sense to put it right now. Ginger in season 3, Brendan and Lateef had top billing. I think even before Pedro. See, I thought that was the case too. I'd have dinner with Mike Flanagan, Hans Zimmer, and Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, that's a great little lineup. I would love to chat with Mike Flanagan. I know he replied to a couple of tweets of mine in the past, but I really want to dive into like his favorite episodes of the X-Files. Oh, that's one thing I want to do. So is your upload schedule looking fire? I think it's all right. I think it's looking decent enough. I don't want to see an emotional Hawk Eli moment. Dude, I love Hawk and his entire quest. So yes. Yes, Avengers 1. I completely forgot about Avengers. I know I'm at work and I'm being sneaky hiding my headphones, but also, who's your favorite Arrow villain? For me, Prometheus. Dude, Prometheus. It's Prometheus. Dude, blew me away. It was Merlin for so long until Prometheus. For sure. I'm right there with you on that one. I don't think Ultron is ever coming back. Probably not, man. I wouldn't get my hopes up on it. Other than What If sequences and stuff like that. Yeah, like Sean just said. So I need to set aside time to watch the movies before the show. I would honestly recommend it. I don't think you'll get the full emotional catharsis of the character without it. It's just the unfortunate nature of the MCU being this ongoing living thing. But at least all of the stuff with his appearances, which the thing with Infinity War and Endgame, it's the culmination of 22 films, all building up to that event. I'm not going to say you need to watch every MCU movie into that, but Loki's journey, and especially season 1 of Loki, picks up directly after Endgame. So it's a little bit messy to like just be like, just watch the ones with Loki. But you could just watch the Loki appearances. You'll get his story just fine. But like, there's so much you'd be missing out on in Infinity War and Endgame. But anyway, it's the whole thing is a problem. Tom Hiddleston, best Loki. Are there any other Lokis? Well, Matt Damon was Loki in Dogma. Hope to make a last of a season 2. Oh yeah, same. I mean, it's coming out, but yeah. See the Endgame scene in season 1, I think, is the first scene. Yeah, but without context of what's going on, you'd just kind of be like, the fuck is this? If you want to get on MCU, honestly, you might cheat on your homework and watch some YouTube videos. Hell yeah, that might be a good route to go as well. Because, fuck, YouTube binging stuff, like explanation stuff would be work. Should never want to be a child star in Hollywood. I imagine it is so damaging. Is Thor 4 5 happening? Yes. Greetings from Liverpool, England. The internet's holding up today. So far, so good. So far, so good. Wait, is the Marvel spoiler safe yet? I forgot when I came in. I think I got amnesia. Well, Marvels came out last weekend, so yeah. We are free to go. Taking TV shows too literal is kind of pathetic, to be honest. Huh? Yeah, okay, I think I know what you mean. I hope I know what you mean. Have I seen The Continental? Not yet. John Wick show that came out a few months ago. I haven't. I haven't had the motivation to check it out, to be honest. So I just haven't yet. What's up, Janine? Carnage is Spider-Man 2 DLC or Part 3 villain? More than likely. He'll either be in the DLC or be involved in a third game. To be fair, Sam started out as an irresponsible, spoiled kid and who then started to get bullied, and then season 2 and 2 had a psycho try to kill her. There's way more to her than that. Like, I don't even know if spoiled's the right way to put it. Anthony was spoiled. Sam had an identity crisis. She was always Daniel LaRusso 2.0 from the get-go. So she was always having these expectations, these things put onto her. She never had her own identity or life until she had this crisis of identity that really destroyed her. And that was when Tori tried to kill her. Like, everything she goes through is wholly understandable, man. Also, Friends was from 94 to 2004, so correct. London episodes. Unagi. Great episode. The one where no one's ready, and the one where we all turn 30. Great episodes. The Heckles episode is a good Chandler episode. Blackout, also a good one. Halloween Party. Here you go. Sean's got you covered, man. Salmon skin roll. Eric was this game. Long time. Just drop by and say hi. Today is a migraine kind of day. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better soon, man. Welcome, though. Got to meet Kevin and Jay, too. He's a great guy. Jealous. No bunny at all? Always no bunny at all. I would have cried if I met Kevin Conroy. No shade to the others, but he's my Batman. Same. Will Friedle, Bill Daniels, Ryder Strong. They're the best parts of Boy Meets World. They're all going to be everybody but Adam Savage. That's the name, right? Ben Savage? Ben Savage. All of them are going to be, all the main players are going to be at this convention I'm going to at the 1st of December. So I'm going to try to see if I can get into Will Friedle's line. If I met Mark Hamill, I would also cry. Dude, I cried when he retweeted a video I was in. That made me cry, man. Ross and Rachel, legendary. Don't get me wrong, however, Rachel and Joey could have been a couple a little longer. Also sad Joey didn't get a real ending. That's very fair. That is very, very fair. About Joey's ending, man. Only ever met the stunt actor from Michael Michaels? That was 3 at a haunted house. Mike Flanagan would be a great meet. Stunt actor from. Do you mean Michael Myers? I'm confused. First found your channel, like many others, during season 1 of Mando, and since then I've become a big fan of yours. Fun to watch, and I try to join every stream because you're so interactive with the fans. I try my best, man. I appreciate though hanging on since the Mando season 1. Hell yeah, it was a good time, man. Wild times. That's what I'm so sad about because Kevin and Mark got me through so many times through their dynamic and Batman and Joker. And my Batman and Joker for sure. Same. Any thoughts on who we're going to lose in Bad Batch Season 3? Hopefully fucking no one else, man. I don't know. I still am in denial that Tech is dead. I'm not good at giving advice. Can I interest you in some sarcastic comment? That's me, man. Modeled my entire self-defense mechanism off of Chandler. Once I was a wooden boy, little wooden boy. Would you rather join the Justice League or the Avengers? I would choose the JLA. I would definitely be joining the Justice League. Favorite holiday? Minus Christmas. I'm a Halloween guy myself. Edgy like that. Can't go wrong with Thanksgiving though, just for the food really though. As much as I love Prometheus, Deathstroke was the best version of the character in terms of the writing I've seen. Manu Bennett was a unit. He's probably my second in the grand scheme of things. All MCU films, amazing. I want to dip my toes into Marvel, so I'll give it a try. Thank you. Hell yeah. I would love updates on your progress if you don't mind hanging out with us every Saturday for a few minutes just to check in, or just pop in the Discord. You know, we have a Marvel movie channel and stuff like that. I love seeing people go through similar journeys. I know not everybody can put up the reactions and like show stuff live and all that kind of stuff, but I love getting like little updates on people's journeys through things. Just a heads up, the music is a little louder than you. Barely hear you sometimes. Well, I mean, it shouldn't be, but maybe I'm just talking too quietly. Maybe I might be just too quiet today for some reason. I'll turn it down a little bit, but I'm gonna be trying to catch up here soon and get ready for some Din Din. There was a Loki and American Gods. I still haven't watched that. I still have not watched that. Isn't Gillian Anderson's in that, isn't she? YouTube videos. That's a good idea. Love your Star Wars reactions. I want to watch more of your stuff, but I know I won't understand until I watch. That's a lot to keep up with. Just tell me you've watched the Star Wars movies, right? Anyway, tease. I haven't seen the Marvels yet. Well, might not be too safe here, but I don't even remember what I said. Did you see the mini Doctor Who episode with Tennant lurking around the origin of a famous villain? I saw bits of it, but I didn't know if it was a clip from the upcoming special. Otherwise, I was going to wait, or if it was a standalone thing. So I just clicked off of it. Was it right to dismiss the Kangs already, even though Major's trial hasn't started? I don't know. I don't know what the right thing is at the moment. I don't know what's going on at all. Just rumors. All MCU films, amazing. Pause. We talking about them like we are sure they are amazing. I mean, at least they're fine. At best, they're amazing. I don't think there's any that are just straight up awful. When you get back, it's Chair City, and I'm the guy who's sitting in the chair. Chandler, Ross, Monica telling each other's secrets was hilarious. That was a fun scene. Oh my god. I know it's not what you were talking about. I think the engagement picture is another go of Matthew Perry's. The engagement. The proposal scene. God, I cry. The embryos one. Get your celebrity props. Yeah, it's Michael Myers. Spell check has it for me. Hell yeah. That's cool though. I wanted to meet them. How are you enjoying Ted Lasso? Is it living up to the hype? So far, fuck yes. It's so good. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Classic. Oh, we know it. Oh, we know it. Oh, it's Marcel. Yes. Going to rewatch the Batman the Animated Series at the moment. So good. Kind of crushing on Batman. Hey, don't blame you. One of the highlights of my life is getting to meet Michael Jackson's son twice, getting recognized by his sister and other family members. That's wild. Need to yell! JK. What is a country you'd like to visit? I'm biased, but Australia is really good. My top ones are Japan, Ireland, and probably Australia. Even though Australia, and I probably get shit for this, but like, mildly scared to go to Australia. But hell, man. It's stay in America and maybe get shot, or go to Australia and maybe get bit by a radioactive murder spider. I don't know. That's just hanging out in my shoe. Chandler getting a tailor was funny. Oh, yeah, there's another one. Yeah, dude. Respects to Alan, he got jumped by 3 Viltrumites in front of his girl. That was so disrespectful. Yeah, dude. Migraine is said enough. Going back to bed. Yes, American Gods is worth the watch, at least for season 1. Cool, cool. Standalone. You're safe to watch it. Okay, cool. I will check it out. Because I have watched the Star Wars movies, except for Rise of Skywalker. I kind of see why people poo on the sequels. We are probably on the same page then. The Q-tip joke was a good Chandler joke. They're all good, man. They're all gold. I wonder if they saw Alan as a big threat to get 3 Viltrumites. That's a good question. I don't know. You the man. Thank you, O'Reilly. See Omni, gonna finish Torchwood Season 4. Pray for me, or whatever you believe in. I got you covered, Noober. Can't stay for long. My mom is just in, so I'll see you next Sunday for the live stream. Next Saturday! Unless something goes horribly wrong again. Maybe I won't, but the female one looks old, so she's probably one of the most powerful. It's possible. Question I like asking content creators as, do you ever watch any film critics reviews after you see it? For me, I watch Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Johns, Sean Chandler, and Cody Leach and Angry Joe. I do a lot, actually. I watch Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Johns, Dan Merle, and I'll get some opinions I know I don't always jive with, but Angry Joe is one of those. You know, sometimes we line up, sometimes we definitely don't, and very much so someone like that is also John Campea. You know, those I kind of get a little bit of a go-to, but Chris Stuckman and Jeremy Johns are the guys that I put a fair amount of faith in. I also will watch Greg and John's reviews every now and then as well for certain things. Continue to stay amazing, and please, for the love of humanity, take off that hat. The Lions want what they want. Enjoy your week. I don't know what you mean. The mane? My mane? Are you talking to my hat? Have a great week, D. Cole, and you too, Christina. Thank you for that. Someone brought up Ted Lasso. Really enjoying those reactions. I could go for 2 vids a week. I sure you could. Everybody wants 2 vids of everything, and it's not happening. Not right now. That's not directed at you, but like on my Scott Pilgrim video, I got somebody bitching about only 1 episode of One Piece a week, and I'm like, God, this isn't even a One Piece video. Fuck off. Chandler tricking everybody into arguing while smoking was great. Another great one. The wolves love to visit Australia, but their insects are terrifying. We got cures for the murder spiders on every corner. We got you covered. Okay, cool. Australia's the nicest place. I was broke, hungry, and homeless there, and random strangers helped me out. Awesome. Well, that's really cool, man. Hey, if you go to Australia, you can meet Paigey. That'd be interesting. Tricky, not trucking. I knew what you meant. Spell check got you there. Poe Dameron. Felt weird not mentioning him in a live stream. Just throwing out his name randomly. Fair enough. Chandler Ross fighting for the Couch Classic. Yes. What's up, Christian? What's up? I've had to watch the live stream, and I bet you're excited for Sandman to resume filming. 27, and next week, Deadpool 3. Dude, I can't wait for Sandman Season 2. I cannot wait. I married Fred Sanford. One from the Secret Closet. The Q-tip line, and the 4th dentist dated. Now they're recommending Trident. Probably the best lines. Wait, what are we doing? Well, I'm wrapping up because we're almost at the end of the chat. You're very funny, Omni. Never change. Aw. Thank you, Pink Sun. I really appreciate that. But I've caught up with the chat. We're a little over. It's forgiving. We've gone 3 hours, almost 4 hours once before, but yeah, we've reached the end of the chat for today. We'll call it there. It is a Sunday stream. You shouldn't even be here right now. What was he supposed to be here today? But I'll catch you guys. Hopefully everything goes smoothly next weekend, and we can do this on time, on the correct day, And I'll see you guys then. Hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. Have a good week in the meantime, a good holiday for those that will be celebrating this week. And I'll see you all hopefully next Saturday.